Popular government will be formed when peace returns to Manipur, says MLA Pm-Istv. Teachers at Khorda Khongbal High School warned against politics. Resolution taken to close down school permanently if vacant post of teachers not filled. Hello viewers, you're tuned to Pm-Istv English News at 4. MLA Pm-Istv stated that a popular government will be formed when peace returns to Manipur and urged the people to wait. He made the statement at the inaugural function of the badminton championship organized by Manipur State Badminton Association. Responding to query raised by media person, former minister and MLA of Thongju Assembly constituency, Pm-Istv said that a good government is one that truly represents the people, governs the state in their best interests, and engages in continuous consultation with them. He said that the people are well aware how president rule was imposed in the state. He urged the people to make efforts together for peace to be restored in the state.
यार है वो पोसी करी देखिए लाफ्रीनो करीनो है बसी आइने एक्सप्लेन तब उधर के सूट लालोई खंगर वो वाफम इन्हें आइने लाबरेली तब उधर के सूट में आमने नहीं ना दना कोना दना लोई ले रहे बंगाते नहीं अदना मसी नाइ मिनसी तुम शांति हंजलकना बखोने मिनसी तो कि मुहूर्त अदुगी सरकार भी शांति लाखों में तुम अदम ऑटोमेटिकली मियाँ के फोटो लाकनी है बसी आइगा चेप था जब माना तवना माना फंगवा आइने तवना आइने फंगवा थाने के ओइबा परमान ले अदना मागी कर्म की फोन अदम मतम की ओइना लोना अफवा तौरगना अफवा लाकनी फतवा तौरगना फतवा लाकनी एक है तौरगना एक है लाकनी अदो नेगेटिव फलगना नेगेटिव लाकनी पॉजिटिव फलगर पॉजिटिव लाकनी आइदी पॉजिटिव खंजे अदन पॉजिटिव लाकनी है बिगे अफवा लाकनी है बिगे वाखंदुदा ngasi wo leiri aduga honagani adubu mangkhar ba kai khar pot ama samjan ba haibase aruba pot ama oi aina glass ama kai gra ha kana glass bu aina tak heta thambadi yade material kari tai ge dege mari da kari tawga dege habi pot changi adan matam changani aduga matam ngai minasi afaba lakani.
School Management Committee (SMC) of Khorda Khongbal High School has urged the teachers who have been transferred to the school to abstain from politics. The Management Committee said that resolution has been taken to close down the school permanently if the shortages of teachers are not sent within 25th April. The school committee had a press meet with the media at the school, which is located about 15 kilometers from Kumbi under Thanga Assembly constituency in Bishnupur district and has about 150 students. Salam Sachikanta, convener of the school management committee, highlighted the persistent struggle to fill teacher vacancies at Khorda Khongbal High School. Despite repeated appeals to authorities from the zonal education officer to the director level, the school continues to face severe shortages. Although the department issued orders for teacher postings on 3 separate occasions, the teachers disregarded these directives, opting instead to secure stay orders at their previous schools without even joining Khorda Khongbal High School. Some teachers who did join soon transferred out, further exacerbating the issue. Notably, on January 28, 3 teachers were posted but immediately transferred back. Similarly, on April 3, 3 teachers were ordered to join only for 2 to receive transfer orders the very next day. Amidst the hardship, another teacher from the school was transferred recently. Salam Sasikanta expressed concern that the institution might become defunct due to the ongoing shortage. To mitigate the situation, the SMC has resorted to hiring local volunteers to teach while persistently urging the department to provide permanent solutions.
Hagbiraklagasu haribo ojaase mafam asi yawramdana aikoi atopa mafamda adumuk transfer tawgibase ojasing amadi department gi marumda karigumba khut ama yawba male school asida tamliba satrasing ase sahi tangkai chansilaglabani tungda kari oirakani ojasing asi awatpa laiba maramna angang sing asida aikoi education matik chana piba ngamdabana mokoi gi tungi punsida kari oirakate haibu tamba ngamdre lagliba aikoi gi april gi tang 15 sifabu gi manungda hariba Khorda Khongbal high school asigi awatpa ojasing asi pibi daba taragadi school management committee gi maikai dagi sangsinba yaba thang kayama haidi government na miyang changbi drabani na haidi Khorda Khongbal school asik muthat khiba tabani natragana school ase mapung phana thonglon sen bagi khongjang school management committee na changsin jaragani.
Naurem Rojita, a resident of Churachandpur Khumujam Meitei Laikai, currently seeking shelter at Phubala Relief Camp, informed that a memorandum consisting of 20 appeals from the internally displaced persons who are residing at different relief camps has been submitted to the President of India, the Prime Minister and the ministry concerned. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, Rojita continued that a memorandum was submitted to the President and the Prime Minister through Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Ram Bhushan Govai, when he visited Manipur on March 22, 2025. However, after finding out that it was not officially received by the central leaders representing the IDPs, she visited Delhi and submitted the memorandum again. She also shared that Member Secretary of NSLSA, S.C. Munghate, convened a meeting on April 15 in New Delhi, and during the meeting, NSLSA resolved to pressure the central leaders to address the demands mentioned in the memorandum.
Awaba nang laba IDP sing puna makki mahot senjaraga pisanjaraba memorandum ase sigi positive outcome sama lakpagi paudam jaba sida mayam lebiriba like CSO adagi ima events sing adagi maidai dagi ekoi awaba taminaba ireja IDPs mayam ma lakpiraga aibo opagi thorama pangthok pirame adusu yamna haininga leitana yamna harau phongdokjare.
Director of Mutua Museum, Mutua Bahadur, shared that Manipuri Cultural Complex of Bangladesh will be organizing Lai Harauba Festival for Ima Makong Leima for 3 days in Bangladesh. The Manipuri Cultural Complex has reached out to Mutua Museum seeking support to successfully organize the Lai Harauba Festival in Mutua Museum, he said. Speaking to media persons, Mutua Bahadur continued that the 3-day festival will begin from 24th April and the complex is set to showcase the significance of Lai Harauba by the Meiteis residing in Bangladesh in front of the people. The festival will be held with support of UNESCO, Bangladesh National Museum and Bangladesh Borei Apokpa Marub Dharmio Sanskriti Sangtha, he informed. He further shared that Mutua Museum will be arranging for the necessary materials for the Lai Harauba Festival and 12 delegates from Manipur will visit Bangladesh.
Imam Hadising Laiba Lengal Tanarga Hanegi Chomai Chomlang Yambu Yanba Algi Sarongji Mong Basarong Setba Agaga Sepiriba Imam Abegi Panising as he commit Makason Zadaba. I don't call it setback. Sitting by Quiggy Nium, see, Janabisi, not Natamsi, Madame Dickery, Nobu, Modu Mayam, do Mohina videography, Lohaga, in UNESCO, the subject of Regadi. A Mokosi Pato Topunica has a high than Abadumba, Janakango, Katanga Sida, I don't know, Handagila, Robusing Sida, Ima, Sing Sikatana, Gadumana, Tamjabani.
MLA of Sekmai Assembly Constituency, Hekam Dingo, interacted with the displaced persons in relief camps in foothills of Kangchup and those whose names have been cancelled from the relief camp and discussed on their grievances. MLA Hekam Dingo assured displaced villagers currently residing in Kangchup that he is actively working to facilitate their return to their homes and rebuild destroyed houses. He is in close contact with the Deputy Commissioner of Imphal West and plans to urge the relevant authorities to provide necessary assistance. Dingo emphasized the need for permanent outposts along the Tairinpokpi to Kanglatongbi stretch with an initial outpost proposed for Kangchup. Additionally, preparations are underway to establish an Ayush dispensary in the area to provide medical aid to the local population.
Security direct type quarter haitare security hen thamtar gadi praja sinju hanamai wa men dom leibe ananogi number khong chaba phangnana bagi mukta koi kanna khone jari aduga maruina koi outpost ama koi state force lena bagi red zone ni namna vulnerable jaga or ni serida koi state force ki koi state ki ba dum outpost ama thamnana ba koi DGP da haina na koi proposal ama thamnana ba kanna khone jari.
Residents of Lamsang area have initiated an indefinite roadblock on the Uripokangchup Road due to the prolonged delay in constructing the Lamsang Bridge, which has remained incomplete for over 5 years. Locals, including clubs and Mairabaibis, have blocked the road with woods and boulders, restricting vehicular movement. According to Konthocha Mani, a local resident participating in the agitation, the road construction began 10 years prior to the bridge project. However, the road stretch near the bridge was left unfinished, causing significant inconvenience to nearby residents, particularly during the rainy season when flooding occurs. The affected areas are predominantly inhabited by poor individuals who are unable to construct houses, and despite their struggles, they have not received any government aid for housing, he stated. The roadblock will continue until a resolution is reached with the relevant government department, added Mani.
matamda koina thongsi losinbidaba taragadi sidagi hena akanba khongjang changsilakani haibagi akoi club mayam maira paibi mayam yanaba amaga makha ponna ngasidagi thingba hojabani machi makha tana khoi chathajagini sarkar gi ayaba ma khoi department gi ayaba ma sarani haibagi ahoba thajanaba ma laktri pawo thingjagani.
A 17-day women's self-defense training concluded at Mount Everest College, Senapati. The objective of the training was to equip women with the skills and confidence for self-protection. Organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC Women's Cell of the college, the lady students were trained in basic self-defense techniques, advanced self-defense strategies, situational awareness and risk assessment and confidence building and assertiveness training during the program. On the closing day of the program, a special demonstration from the trainees was showcased by the lady student trainees. In the concluding remarks, Academic Dean of the college, Dr. Roshan Sabulsem, stated that women navigate a world that unfortunately is not safe in the daily lives. While striving for a society built on respect and equality, the reality is that instances of harassment and violence against women persist. It is in this context that self-defense training becomes not just a skill, but a fundamental right and a crucial tool for personal safety and well-being, he said. The self-defense training equipped the trainees on physical skills, boosted confidence, mentally fortified, and ensured a sense of empowerment, he added. Briefing media, IQAC coordinator Nyomchung Jatag Chiru stated that the event was organized by the Mount Everest College IQAC Women's Cell in collaboration with Directorate of University and Higher Education, Government of Manipur from 1st to 17 April 2025. Over 80 women faculties and students participated in the training. He said the institution was stated to foster a supportive community where women can share experiences, learn from each other, and grow together. The program has not only enhanced the participants' self-defense skills, but also boosted their confidence, self-esteem, and overall well-being, he concluded.
Programs has also is not only enhanced the participants' of self-defense skill, but also boosts their confidence, self-esteem, and overall well-being.
Deputy Commissioner of Ukhrul Ashish Das on Wednesday issued a notice stating that any standing house structures shall be assessed based on the existence of the structure before the publication of 3A Gazette notification verified through MARSEC report and strictly adhering to guidelines under National Highway Act 1956 issued by MORTH. The Manipur government has issued a notification to landowners along national highways in Ukhrul district stating that standing house structures affected by ongoing and upcoming highway projects will be assessed based on their existence before the publication of the 3A Gazette notification. The projects include National Highway 202 Yangyangpokpi to Ukhrul to Chesami Road packages 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, National Highway 102A Ukhrul to Toloi to Tadubi Road packages 1 and 2, National Highway 102A Sangsak to Tingnopal Road package 1, and National Highway 29 Chesami to Lane Road. The assessment will be verified through MARSEC reports and adhered to the guidelines under the National Highways Act 1956. In a related development, the Chief Engineer PWD Manipur cancelled a tender for the widening and improvement of the Sangsak-Tengnopal Road due to administrative reasons on April 15, 2025. The cancelled project aimed to upgrade the 38.7-kilometer stretch of National Highway 102A into a two-lane road with hard shoulders under the annual plan 2024-25. Assam Rifles organized an interactive security meeting with the villagers of COB Gaidamjang None district on 16 April 2025. A total of 15 representatives from nearby villages attended the meeting. The meeting was aimed to foster a sense of mutual understanding and cooperation between the security forces and the local population. It focused mainly on security-related concerns about movement of UG groups in the area. Other concerns discussed during the meeting were cooperation from the village authorities in preventing any untoward incident, pre-recruitment training for youth, and other issues being faced by the locals. Assam Rifles organized another security meeting with the village chairman of nearby villages at COB Tupu. A total of 7 representatives were present for the meeting. The attendees were also encouraged to play their part in maintaining peace between different communities. At the end of the security meeting, the village authorities conveyed their gratitude towards Assam Rifles for keeping their villages peaceful and for extending timely assistance whenever required by them. Now the national and international news. The Supreme Court on April 17 stayed the operation of certain parts of the contentious Waqf law, including the inclusion of non-Muslims in the Waqf boards and council, till the next date of hearing on May 5. The Chief Justice-led bench also said that the Waqf by user provision should not be denotified till then. The centre assured the Supreme Court that no appointments would be made to Waqf boards. The new law tweaks the composition of Waqf boards, making it compulsory to include non-Muslims as its members. The court posted the matter to May 5 at 2 p.m. for the next hearing. The court also changed the co's title of the case as In Re Waqf Amendment Act. The bench clarified that only 5 pleas will be heard regarding the case, as opposed to the 10 pleas listed in the apex court for now. On April 16, the court had proposed to pass an interim order, and the matter was posted today to hear the union. U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell warned that Donald Trump's sweeping reciprocal tariff policy is likely to increase inflation despite the president's earlier promises to lower prices upon taking office. Speaking at an event hosted by the Economic Club of Chicago last night, Powell noted that the announced tariff hikes are significantly larger than expected. He warned that the economic consequences, such as higher inflation and slower growth, are likely to follow. Powell's remarks sharply contrast with Trump's statements. During a press conference with a Salvadoran president on Monday, Trump claimed he had already solved inflation, pointing to the inflation rate dropping to 2.4% in March, a 6-month low. Before we close, the headlines once again. Popular government will be formed when peace returns to Manipur, says MLA Thongam Bishwachet. Teachers of Khorda Khongbal High School warned against politics, resolution taken to close down school permanently if a vacant post of teachers not filled. That's all we have in the news at 4. See you again with more news at 8 tonight.